All right, so it took Christian and I a little bit to figure this out, but what we figured out is the cam has a long pulse and a short pulse. So the long pulse is going to be on number 1 compression, which is right here, okay? Here's your sync notch, here's number 1. The short one is going to be where number 4 is, okay? So we have a rise in amperage right here, okay? This is our amperage. This is our cam, and the red one's our crank. So we rise before we get to the sync notch right here. This is where this is going to fire, okay? This is what lines up with the sync notch. We fire number 1 right here. So the compression comes up. That's number 1. That's 150 psi. Then we come down and it's going to fire number 3. Then it's going to fire number 4 right here on the short pulse for the cam, okay? Right here. And that's where this is going to rise, and then we're going to come down to number 2, and then we're going to come back up to number 1 right here. And you know that's number 1 because it aligns with our long pulse and our sync notch. So that's how that's going to work. So this is how you can tell what the cylinders are doing. Okay, we're drawing lots of amperage right here. Okay, lots of amperage is good. Why is lots of amperage good? Because it indicates we have compression. Now we come down, okay, 1, 3. Now we know that 3 is a low cylinder, right? And it picks up a little bit and we go to number 4, and it's not quite as high as number 1, but we're there, right? And we know it's number 4 because there's our other notch, which is a shorter one, right? That indicates to the computer that number 1 is on the exhaust stroke, okay? So then we come down and we have a dip all the way down here, okay, to about 80 amps. At our highest point, if you look, you can see we're drawing about 160. So we come all the way down to about 80 amps, and that's number 2. And then we draw back up right here at our long notch, right here with our sync, and that's number 1 compression again. So that's another way you can tell the health of the engine. This should stay pretty much up here if that's what that's going to do. But we have a bunch of huge dips in that, and as a result, we've got low compression, and we know that because we tested it. So at any rate, there you go. Like I said, we were struggling with this a little bit, and what we found was that if we put the cam pulse and laid the cam pulse over the crank pulse, then we could see exactly where our compression was going to work. Okay? All right. Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate you watching. Bye.